it's a beautiful white jersey. It'll match the Australian white bib shorts tomorrow. So yeah, I'm stoked. It's a perfect first week of the Grandy for me. So anything after today is a bonus.
I think you had a recon well this TT, huh? Did everything go according to plan? Because you did also a lot of effort yesterday.
Yeah, I with Matt White, I reconned yesterday's gravel stage and today's TT straight after Paris-Nice together. So it was it was really nice to make those recons worth it. Yeah, I'm really happy. I'm really happy. It wasn't the best TT from me by all means, but it definitely wasn't bad. I think I felt yesterday in the legs, but so did everyone. But if it was a world title TT or Olympics, you're never going to do 4 hours full gas in a breakaway the day before. So yeah, I didn't feel my best, but it wasn't bad at all. And to be in this jersey is an awesome bonus. And anything after today's, it is what it is. I'm not focusing on anything towards Rome, so I'll just take it day by day now and see what comes from it.
Watch the GC though. Do you know which place you are?
I saw which place I am, but we'll see in 24 hours what place that is. I think it'll change in the next 24 hours, but I'm going to enjoy tonight. It's been a great first week for me, so we'll just see where it goes from there.
Do you feel like the recuperation is going well, comparing to your last experience on the Grand Tour, for example?
Yeah, I try to forget the Volta from 2022. That's everyone keeps bringing it up, but I'm trying to forget that from my mind. It was funny, yesterday I was in the breakaway with Caden Groves, and in the 2022 Volta, I think from the third day we were in the Gruppetto every single day fighting for time cut together. So it's a massive difference to the last Grand Tour I did, and it's nice to have some legs and be fighting at the front and racing, to be honest. So yeah, it's a big difference, and I'll just take it day by day now, but obviously the legs are there.
Now, Luke, when you spoke after the stage, I don't think you talked about the white jersey. Was that something that was an objective today, or just ride as hard as possible?
It was a goal I had in my head before the Giro started. I wanted to have a crack at the white jersey, but to be honest, after stage one, I probably thought that was gone. My objective before the race started was to be on GC time or around about it the first 2 days, but I lost a bit on that first day, and it was a bit devastating. But I was able to claw a bit back yesterday and make today possible. So yeah, it's an objective. It's what I hope for, and now every day, anything after today is a bonus. I'll just take it day by day.
And anything after today is a bonus, but what do you aim for? I guess you're still hungry for stage win more so than the white jersey, and also you're keeping an eye on the other white jersey boys like Uijtdebroeks.
Yeah, I think those guys are a level above in climbing. So I'd love to be able to hunt for a stage again, and also the TT. The next TT is a really good one for me. It replicates the Olympics quite a lot, actually, same distance and same parkour. Today was longer and harder with a 6K climb. So yeah, I definitely want to give the next TT a real red hot crack, and I'll just treat every climb like a time trial. I'll go bottom to top as fast as I can, but look, I don't think I'll be racing as such. I'll just be doing my own pace, and I think every day from here till Rome will be a time trial for me. Those guys are a class above.
Too heavy, but in the end, yeah, I give what I could, and I think we made a progress already compared to last year.
Was this the hardest time trial you ever done?
Yeah, for sure one of the hardest one. Yeah, also with the climb, what went always up and down, it's not really easy to pace it. But in the end, I think, yeah, good effort, and yeah, I think, yeah, we saved it a bit to not lose too much.
And what about the white jersey fight with Plapp getting closer?
That's okay. I think, yeah, he's for sure really strong, but I think, yeah, for the big mountains, there are other guys to compare with.
All in all, you sound kind of positive with your ride. Pleased.
Yeah, exactly. It was the thing to ride as hard as possible, and that's what we did. And yeah, if I made already progress compared to last year, it's positive.
Where did your chain come off? You were just talking to your team. You said your chain came off.
Yeah, one of the towns. I tried to get it back on whilst moving, but yeah. Anyway, I stopped. Eventually, got it back on with a mechanic, but yeah, it was pretty average to lose that time because I think I actually did a really good time. Well, at least I think I did. The power was really good, so yeah, I'm happy with how I felt. Just one of those things in cycling that likes to throw a bit of a curveball at you.
Provisional 8th, that is a pretty darn good time out in the day.
Yeah, it's good. I don't know what the gaps are, but it'd be interesting because I reckon I lost a good 30 seconds there, stopping, trying to get the chain on. So yeah, a bit of a shame because you can always do better.
Did you get everything you wanted out of the day, and are you going to be watching closely, obviously, the times of Thomas and Pogacar?
Yeah, obviously. I mean, I actually think I did physically one of my better efforts on a TT bike. I was really, really happy with how it went. We paced it perfectly. Just a bit shit. I hate when that happens.
Ben, we're seeing some of the guys out there at the moment, Thomas and Pogacar, the wind seems to have changed direction, maybe the conditions possibly changed. Did you sense that? Did you feel it? Was it different to what you expected?
At the start there was more tailwind than when we did the recon, but then there were some sections that it was more headwind. I don't know if it's changing in their favour, but...
No, the opposite direction.
The opposite, yeah. It's hard to say because it was just slightly different to the recon, but I mean, I was still out there more or less the same time that they are. Perhaps it's changed from the start, but yeah, I honestly have no idea.
Yeah, no, actually it was quite straightforward. You want to keep some energy for the climb, of course, because on lower speed you gain the most time. So you just want to pace a bit below threshold on the flat. But we also know it was one of our strengths, the flat. So you also want to push a bit and then just push all out on the climb. It's super easy. Like keep a bit of energy back before the climb and then go all out.
Were you using other riders as reference at all?
No, not at all. The name is individual time trial, so it's just individual and you're really focused on yourself.
What a day by Ineos so far with Philippe, Bo, Magnus and yourself. Proud of yourself, proud of the team?
Yeah, of course, it's big compliments to the team, you know. Still a lot of guys have to finish, but for now...
Namely Pog.
Yeah, indeed, but also G, so... But for now, 1, 2, 3 is a big compliment to the team, and it's super nice, of course.
What about the single chain ring setup? Looks like all you guys are running on that today. Why that decision?
Because it's really fast, the big chain ring. I think we were all running a 66 chain ring, so it was... Yeah, we had to see if we could go up the climb with it, but already in the recon we tried it, and even in January we already tried. We tried to see if we could go up the climb with a 66 or bigger, and yeah, we succeeded with a 66. So in the end, that's what we rolled with.
Impressive stuff. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
I just felt blunt, as to say. Just wasn't super sharp, but probably the same as yesterday. After 4 hours at threshold, I just did another hour at threshold. I struggled to get to the really high powers, but I also didn't drop off.
You think it's a good thing to try to kind of save your legs in the flat part for the climb? Because Pogacar is coming, so what do you think?
I think it's a lot more even effort than people think. I think you can go a lot harder on the flat. The first 2 minutes or the first 4 minutes of the climb are important, but after that, I don't think it makes much difference. So in hindsight, I probably would have gone a bit harder on the flat, but still not a bad ride.
Thank you so much. Congratulations.
Luke, you think yesterday cost you a little bit today, or would you have changed anything?
Yeah, I think it definitely takes the sharpness out of the legs. I mean, you'd never do a 4-hour threshold effort before a World Championships or Olympic Games, so it definitely wasn't ideal. I mean, I don't think anyone had it easy in the bunch either, but yeah, I just didn't feel like I had that sharpness or that sharp sword in the legs. It was just a bit blunt, but it wasn't too bad.
You wouldn't have done anything differently yesterday, today?
Oh, I don't think you ever give up the chance to have a stage at a Grand Tour, do you? So, I mean, if it was a 1-out TT, I'd have an easy day and then do a championship time trial, but you never give up the chance to go for a Grand Tour stage, do you? So no, I wouldn't change it.
Lastly, you saw Ghana's time. What'd you make of that? Is that beatable, and how impressive is it?
Look, I wouldn't be surprised if Ghana won. I wouldn't be surprised if Pog won by a minute, and I wouldn't be surprised if Geraint won, to be honest. I think both those Ineos boys could win it, or Pog could go quickest by a minute. I wouldn't be surprised either way. Yeah, to be honest, knowing how that course was and how fast it was, it's up Garner's alley. Like, so much of the course is flat, and it's only a 4-minute effort, and who's got the best 4-minute power in the world? Garner does. So, yeah, I honestly don't think it's a bad TT at all. I think people weren't giving him the credit he deserves. Like, in the days, best time trials we've ever seen in the world. So, no, I think it'll be interesting come to the finish, but like I said, I also wouldn't be surprised if Pog won by a minute.